done with that workout. Yeah, that was not the most intense workout that I usually do, but as we're trying to film stuff, and it's kind of my, you know, we're just starting out, we're just trying to, you know, get the word out that, you know, I love bodybuilding. I just fucking love it, right? This whole sculpting part, the whole, you know, the drive, the passion, the pain. Love the pain. No pain, no gain, kind of cliche, you know, stuff. But just a recap of what we did. It's a chest and back superset. It's a classic kind of Arnold workout, if you've ever read his book. More or less just kind of going with the heavier stuff with the chest, lighter with the back, and then you kind of mix it in with like a heavy back and a lighter chest. You kind of go back and forth. But 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. Even for those beginners, I mean, you could go, you know, 8 to 10, you know, and just kind of get your form down. That's the main thing for when you're beginning, is making sure you get that form down. Because the worst thing is you know, popping a shoulder out in the long run, trying to lift 225 or, you know, like, and don't overdo it when you first start out. Don't think you can lift this and lift that really fast. Boost juice right here.
Oh no, I gotta get some gas.
Oh. Throwing me off. But what was I saying? Yeah, when you start out, just take it easy. You know, get those muscles used to it. Just make sure that when you are working out, that you're firing the muscle, like you're burning the muscle. You make sure you can feel the mind-muscle connection. You've probably seen this, heard this a million times, you know, from all these other YouTubers and stuff like that. But it's true. Like, if you're not feeling it, then don't do it. Switch it up. Try a different exercise. You got to make sure you're feeling every exercise within every movement, even the stretch to the eccentric contraction, which is the eccentric contraction, to the contraction, basically, right? So, yeah. So we did like a flat bench, you know, which you'll see, and but for it, like today was my rough day. I did arms yesterday, so I couldn't really get too much 225 up, which is just sad.
Put your seatbelt on.
Oh, yeah, bro. We're digging right over here. My car does the same thing. Gotta be safe. Gotta be safe. Out of there. But yeah, where was I? So chest and back, flat bench with a lat pull down, or you can do chins. So, like, I would prefer chins, but if you got a messed up shoulder, some days it's like myself, it's better to just do lat pull downs. And always make sure you're getting that squeeze and that nice stretch. Because if you're not getting that, if you don't feel it in that stretch, like I probably mentioned in the video, then you're not really doing much. You're just kind of moving weight. Like I said, it's all about that mind-muscle connection. So from there, we went from the flat bench to the lat pull downs to the incline dumbbells to the close grip pull downs. And from there, same thing. You want to get a nice stretch. You want to get a good squeeze. Try to be more or less, like, I'm big on the negatives now. I never used to be when I started, because I was just, you know, all hyped up. I gotta move weight. I gotta move it hard. I gotta move it fast. I gotta go fast, mama. I gotta go fast. That's what I was born to do. But no, seriously. That's just, yeah, I focus more on the negatives now, and I feel it a hell of a lot better. And I've done it the last couple weeks, and it's really improved some of my physique just within like a month or two. So yeah, and then after that we did the chest flies incline, which is nice because if you can't do it like a flat bench and it kind of hurts a bit because you're going too far, then the incline is better because you can kind of feel the squeeze up at the top of the pecs, right? And what I've learned from, you know, like Olympian, like 6-time Olympia Jay Cutler, is when he does his chest workouts, which I've just implemented, was try to keep your chin tucked into the top of your chest, so when you come up, you could feel this squeezing. Like you almost want to squish your chin with your titties. So with that, I mean, if you have titties, if you got like the flat chest, and you got to work on that, and it'll come with time. Just keep working at it and keep eating a shit ton. Like if you're an ectomorph, eat a lot of high fats. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Nutrition, different video. So, but yeah, and then we went into the barbell row as well, which I like. Then we went into the T-bar rows with something. No, we just did T-bone rows by ourselves, like just by itself. Haven't had my shake yet. So with that, 10 to 12 reps. Try to get as much activation with even the stretch because that's what hurts the muscle. If you gotta feel the stretch. When you feel the stretch, it's working. Like, I'm gonna say it 100 times. If you don't feel that stretch, then don't do it. Like, you're probably either got bad form or you're just, the mind-muscle connection's not there. So, and then after that, we went into more accessory work. Like, those are more the compound, bigger exercises that I like to do. I mean, this is just a chest and back. This is nothing compared to what I usually do on a regular week. Those videos will come. Because this is like my miscellaneous kind of working on little things here and there kind of day, right? Like those weak point kind of training. Just hitting certain areas. But yeah, and so yeah, we went into that, and we went into some barbell straight bar pulls with the cables to get the spread of the lats, right? To get that inside, kind of where that nice little V taper ends up. Which then, did a couple sets of those, and went over to the chest press machine and just kind of like the inverted chest press, or not the inverted, I guess kind of inverted. Did a couple of those with the single rep presses, about 10 to 12. Like I said, 10 to 12 for everything. It just gets more blood there, and a lot of even pro bodybuilders that I've spoke to say you're gonna get, like, if you're just starting out, it's good to do heavy stuff with proper form, like work on your compound movements, like go from like a chest press, like a bench to a deadlift or something like that, or a squat to a deadlift kind of thing, to work on compound movements and strength and building mass. But if you're just, for me right now, I'm building a lot of just more sculpting wise, because it's summertime pretty much the next month. So just doing a lot of high reps everything. And I heard it's just good to do a lot of high reps. A lot of people grow off high reps, a lot of people grow off low reps. You just gotta find that kind of balance. You gotta find where it works. Man, this thing purrs. This thing's just, this guy's giving a, that's how we roll. So yeah, and now we're on our way to get some booster juice.
Boost the juice!
Boost the juice, get that whey protein in, fill up those glycogen levels. Well, that's another video. We'll talk about nutrition in another video. I don't want to.
It's too much.
I don't want to spoil it, bro. It's too much. I don't want to, overload the mind right now. Fry your megabytes. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit there and dull you and kind of bore you. So we're just gonna keep it simple. Yeah, and I'm a bit about myself. Like, I'm, a nobody. I've grew up in a small town. Barely passed high school. I wasn't the greatest.
Yo, a pass is a pass.
A pass is a pass. Even if it was a couple years later, it was still a pass. I went back and got it done. But yeah, I always, grew up with a single mom growing up. So times were tough. We didn't really, I wasn't a privileged kid at all in any sense of the way, but I was taken care of. Like, I had my grandparents and everything, and then a guy came into my mother's life when I was 13, and how that goes usually. It gets rough. The first couple years were pretty rough, especially when you had kids and everything clashed and everybody hated each other and everybody finally loved each other in the end, kind of thing. So yeah, so if you're one of those kids that just think you can't do something just because of the situation you're in, you got to totally change that mindset. Because no matter what situation you're in, you can get out of it with the right mindset. You literally have to believe that you can make a change and that you're better than what you are right now. Because a lot of people will put you down, and a lot of people will look at you funny, and they'll judge, because that's just the way the world works. I was one of those people. I judged a lot when I was younger, and now I don't judge anybody, really. I don't judge, unless you're doing something really stupid, then maybe we'll cut that in. But yeah, just believe in yourself and know that even if you think you can't make gains in this, you know, when you're trying to work out and everything, you can. Like, I didn't have the right genetics kind of going into this. I just started it, and it's been a journey of 3 years to even make something out of myself. And these guys that like been on YouTube and everything, they've been doing it for 8 to 12 to 15 years, and that's why they look like that. So don't think in like an 8-week program that you're just gonna look so great, or you're gonna look like the biggest dude. But you will see improvements, but you're just not gonna be maybe your goal weight or your goal look. You gotta put in the time, you gotta put in the effort, you gotta put in the passion, and you gotta sacrifice a lot of time. But that's just what you gotta do. We're gonna get some booster juice.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for the next set. And we got lots of content coming for sure. Next we'll maybe do some heavier lifts. Maybe we'll see how that goes. And we'll do
hit him up on Instagram.
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Tyler Wood _90. Don't even know my own Instagram. I just, you know.
No, man, it's Tyler_Wood90, bro.
There we go. He's got it. I don't even know my own damn Instagram. But I love all my followers. I mean, I appreciate it and everything. So, yeah, and I'll catch you later.
Cool.